If you think utility scale wind turbines are all out in the country, you might want to rethink that. You and I have an insatiable appetite for electricity. Come with me and we'll look at the issues relative to wind farms and the communities that they serve. This is the Windfarm Guy. Hi, this is Dennis Stout, and thank you for joining me for this episode of the Windfarm Guy. Today we are in New Haven, Connecticut, and I am at the Phoenix Press with Brian Driscoll, and they have a wind turbine behind their operation. You can see it behind us. Brian, can you tell us about the genesis of that, and why it's here, and what led up to that?
Sure, Dennis. Back about 11, 12 years ago, one of my brothers retired, and I became the president of the company, and I started looking at bills and trying to figure out ways that we were going to be able to save money, keep the business going, things like that. So I looked at our energy bills, and the energy bills were pretty substantial. They were also relentless. They kept coming every month.
They just keep coming.
They just keep coming. And we have a big building with four separate meters, and we spent a lot of money on electricity. So I started thinking about ways to save on electricity. I thought about solar. That's the main thing at the time, and I brought in some specialists, solar specialists. And nobody thought that was a good idea. I would need so many panels. The building is 100 years old. It's a wood rafter building, and with the winters in New England, the snow load along with the solar panels would be too much.
Right, and it's not that the solar was bad, it was just that the panels were way too much.
You look at today, a day like today, what a beautiful, gorgeous day. I mean, we have high skies over here. We have all wide open, so, I mean, there's no trees, there's nothing to block anything.
Right.
But it's just my building.
Sure.
And so, talking to this fellow, he suggested that we investigate in wind power because of our location. First of all, I had the land available to me because I owned it. We're right on a tributary of two major rivers, the Mill River and the Quinnipiac River. Well, the Mill River is not that major of a river, but it's a big river. It goes way up, and it brings a lot of
wide open space.
Yeah. And then we're right in the mouth of New Haven Harbor, which then feeds out into Long Island Sound, and then beyond Long Island Sound is the Atlantic Ocean.
And so that wind can come to right here, pretty much unobstructed.
Unobstructed wind. Right. I mean, there's a few things in its way, but for the most part, we get a fairly good amount of wind on a regular basis. So that's what kind of we thought about the wind and the incentives, financial incentives for us back, 11 years ago to help offset some of the expense.
All right. So has it worked out for you? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I save approximately, depending on how much power I'm using at the time, how much wind there is, how much power is generated, because that fluctuates every day. I mean, it's spinning now, and it's going at a pretty good clip, but I don't think it's making that much electricity at the moment. It's not spinning that fast, but it spins very quickly a lot of times during the day. So I think we generate about 2,000. We save about $2,000 to $2,500 to maybe $3,000 a month on our electric bill on the meter that it's connected to.
And the electric bill was around $7,000.
Seven, sometimes $8,000.
So you've cut that in half.
Yep. I'm also doing other things. For instance, right now we signed a contract to change all our lighting to LED lighting. We have some T12 lights in that building, which are energy consumers, eaters. They eat a lot of energy. So with these LED lights, I'll get better lighting and at a lot lower cost.
And you're thinking it'll cut it in half again?
Again.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Want to ask you about some of the current concerns with wind turbines. Wind turbines have, or some people are concerned about bird strikes. or bats.
I've
or
heard
whatever.
about that, yeah.
Have you? What have you observed?
No, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, I have not seen, witnessed, or seen any dead birds around the turbine. I see birds flying all over the place. It's not a vortex. They don't get sucked into the turbine.
Right.
They fly by it. If they fly by and if they hit the monopole, well, they hit the monopole. But they hit my window too at my building. I just had a bird hit my window this morning, scared the heck out of me. I was sitting at my computer, all of a sudden, bang, he just hits the window. And I think there's more strikes on windows and buildings than there ever are on turbines.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a fact. Windows kill more birds than wind turbines.
We only have one turbine here. If it were loaded with 20, 30 turbines here, then maybe there would be more bird strikes. But I just have one.
Right.
So.
If you like what we've discussed today, be sure and click like and subscribe below. If you have comments or want me to address a particular topic relative to wind farms, please also leave me a comment. Brian, thank you very much.
Dennis.
I sure appreciate it. Appreciate your information and just the things that you are doing here, because it's making a difference. This is Dennis Stout, and I'm the Windfarm Guy. Thank you for watching. Working together, we can make good energy decisions and save our planet. I am the Windfarm Guy.